What's up people in the interwebs, I hope you're having an amazing day. We are back with another Iceland vlog, and today we are kind of exploring more of the south side of Iceland. We are going to sort of the black sand beaches. We're also going to see a glacier. We've also got the northern lights tonight, so today is going to be a pretty cool trip and kind of just more exploring the sort of nature side of Iceland, especially more on the south side of Iceland. So let's go and see some of the amazing sights Iceland has to offer. So how we are doing the kind of trip today is we kind of bought a ticket for like a coach trip, and the coach will take us everywhere in the sort of south side, get the hair in my mouth, sort of the south side of Iceland. So we are on our way, we are walking to a glacier. So at the moment I've lost Becky, but Becky's sort of hat is literally like playing Where's Wally. As if you look down, when all the little people, she is all the way there. She's got a little kind of red and white hat on, but it's just quite funny with the kind of hat she's got, since kind of looking at everyone else is just playing Where's Wally against all the people. So that's quite funny to see that her hat is very similar to that. It's taking us to this lovely glacier in the distance. I have mentioned it earlier in the vlog, but it is definitely pretty nice, pretty cute. I probably will mention it again later in the vlog as well, but it is definitely a cool sight to see, and that this kind of glacier up in the distance right here is literally kind of forming this whole new cavern in these two mountains. So that's really cool to see. We're also sort of at the tongue of it, where all this ice is melting, gonna come out the river. So it's kind of at the end of the glacier's life at this bit here, where kind of doing its job, carving out new valleys for big mountains, which is really cool to see, because I remember in geography we did all this stuff, so it's definitely cool to see it all happening in person. So the wind's pretty bad here, so I'm just jumping on my microphone to explain this, but what's really cool with this glacier is this is the kind of the end part of the glacier life cycle. So these are all small mini icebergs that are just eventually just going to melt into this river and then head out to sea, since the sea is only a couple of miles down the road. So you're just kind of seeing the end of a glacier's life cycle. So it is really cool to see this in real life, as I did all of this in geography back in the day, so it's really amazing to see this all happening in real life. So the glacier is done now. Gonna head back to the coach and go to our next tourist stop. What was your thought of the glacier? Thumbs up, that's good review. I was gonna say your hat as well. When you were like walking miles in front of me and having all the other tourists, you looked a bit like Where's Wally? So we are now at Black Sand Beach. He's holding up to his reputation. The sand is black. Finally a beach that represents my soul.
I know, right?
I thought they said not to climb on it.
I know, right?
And they're climbing on it. Got a nice view of you there, behind the nice little island. Got the river or the sea in the background. So here are some cool columns. Apparently how these stones were formed was actually by lava. The lava's actually kind of cooled down and formed these sort of pillar shapes, which is really cool to see that the lava's created this kind of sort of style. Becky's loving life, aren't you? You're having so much fun. So much fun. You're loving life, aren't you? That's the face of loving life right there. Considering
we missed a bridge. We could have made a sandcastle.
I was thinking that, but
Bollocks.
it's quite cool though. explaining why the beach is a black sand. So obviously, because Iceland is a island based on so much volcanic activity, when the volcanoes erupt and the lava hardens, it either turns into a black or a darkish grey stone. And obviously, because it's so close to the sea, eventually these big chunks of rock just get grounded down into sand, and because the rock was black, it just turns into black sand. So that is why the beach is black. So there's a cool science fact for you all. But what's really cool here, like earlier we were seeing the glacier, and the glacier is just over there. You can slightly see it with the snow, and yeah, it's just amazing that there's a glacier just a couple miles down the road and you're by a beach. So Iceland is definitely a geographical wonder. But it's time for lunch.
Got our lunch. Literally, the power has gone out in town, so all we have is whatever sandwiches were left. You have a cheese sandwich, I've got a vegan sandwich, and then we've got like a little pastry as well. So, not a bad meal considering the power is out.
So after lunch, our coach trip took us to this waterfall, and because it's sunset, we're getting this awesome rainbow. So I decided to venture in a little bit closer while Becky stays in the dry.
We're gonna fall in. I'll see you later.
No!
I won't die, I promise.
No!
Bye! Do you guys see the rainbow? It's so cool. Look at that.
So this is definitely amazing. I hope you guys can see this rainbow as well, since this is such a cool place to see. Like, this waterfall is definitely amazing. Like, to get the rainbow as well is just a bonus. Amazing. The waterfall was amazing. A little bit wet. I think the camera's a little bit wet as well, but worth it. So it turned out to be a good day so far. So we're on our last waterfall of the day.
Of the year!
Of the day.
Are you doing any more waterfalls this year?
I don't know, might find one. You never know. I've got 2 months left. You don't know me.
I might make one.
Oh yeah, exactly. But here it is, guys, the last waterfall of the day. Now this is a cool one because we can go through it. So let's go. We are getting nearer and nearer to this waterfall. Here it is, with a lovely rainbow coming up. Not gonna lie, sounds like pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to this waterfall out. Let's go under it now. Here, and then just all the sort of cleaning that's been designed behind the waterfall. So all this kind of like doing its thing is definitely amazing to see, like, amazing water behind, and then you sort of have got the whole cave behind it. But it's definitely amazing. Look at that. So that was the last waterfall day. We've been behind there. Now we are going to go to the Northern Lights, and next after sunset to start, we're going to see that. So the Northern Lights were a bit of a dud. Some of you may be thinking the opposite just because of the photo I've got and you can see them in the background. And they are pretty cool in pictures, but this is pretty much the best you really see the Northern Lights, as they look 10 times better in photos than in real life. As in real life they just look like a milky cloud, and the really bright neon green shows up in cameras. So if you ever do see the Northern Lights, you might be a bit disappointed in real life, as they do not look as good as they do in photos. So my best advice, if you are wanting to see the Northern Lights, take a camera, as that's really the best way you're going to see that bright neon green. but nonetheless it is still a cool experience to see anyway.
But we are now on our last day since we go home in a few hours. So what we're going to do before we have to catch our coach and go back home, we're just going to explore the town of Reykjavik for a little bit. So we'll see what they have to offer. We might buy some souvenirs and some stuff and just kind of enjoy our last few hours of Iceland before we have to go back home.
Iceland trip's complete now. It's snowing.
So I've done a bit of exploring around Reykjavik and we're now going to get a bread bowl for lunch, so let's go.
I've never had soup in a bowl in a breakfast.
Your life is going to be changed. Soup in a bread bowl is amazing. It's going to change, it's going to be delicious. You can eat the bowl as well.
I'm going to eat the bowl. I'm hungry.
Eat it all.
I'm going to eat the bowl.
Be amazing. What's your thoughts of it?
I love it.
Amazing, right? Bread bowls are the best bowls in the world. We had lunch. How was your first ever bread bowl? Yep, how was it? That's good. Good to hear.
Although, when the soup's gone,
You just got bread.
I can't deal with the texture of the soggy bread. Other than that, it was fine.
Excellent. That was a pretty good bread bowl. Not as good as clam chowder in a bread bowl, but it was still a good bread bowl. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. So we pretty much had bread bowls and cake, and after that it was pretty much time to leave Reykjavik and head back to the airport and go home. So thanks for watching these Iceland vlogs. I hope you had a fun time watching them, and hopefully when COVID's over we can do some more travelling again. But it's been nice going through all this footage and seeing our Iceland holiday again. But thanks for watching and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!